Zudem haben wir ja die Diskussion, wie weit man Russen den Zugang zu Europa als Touristen noch gestattet. Also meine Meinung ist, dass wir da ganz klar sein müssen, um zu sagen, es ist ein Privileg, nach Europa einzureisen und keine Selbstverständlichkeit.
Wait, isn't this word for word what the far right has been saying? Like, people who come into our nations, they come as a privilege, not as a human right. And I understood from the left that that is hatred and bigotry. But I guess, the European Union is showing us that there is something like state-sanctioned hatred and state-sanctioned bigotry, right? Like, this is authorized by the state, and therefore it's sacred. Like, you are actually allowed to say shit about tourists. Like, we are now allowed by the European Union to be hateful towards tourists and bigoted towards them. But the migrants are a different category, right? Like, they're the sacred category. So, listen, like, if you're a Russian and you want to come to the European Union, like, what you gotta do is you gotta understand how it works, right? You can't just come over here, right? Like, no. What you need to do is you need to go to Africa, right? And go to Africa and then get a European NGO or someone that works with a European NGO, get on a dinghy, on a boat, throw your paperwork into the water, maybe put some blackface. I don't know if that is required or not. Like, I would have to ask the NGO. But basically, like, once you get here, then they treat you as a normal person, right? If you come as a tourist, they treat you differently. It's a different tier entirely. You're a different category of a person. The reason that I decided to show this is because my cousin is extremely progressive. It just is what it is. You don't get to choose your family. It's being forced upon you. So, like, my cousin is a very progressive lady. She's like a citizen of the world, right? Like, she's the type that can find jobs anywhere, doesn't really care, supports progressive policies. Things go bad, she goes to another country. And so, like, she went to France, she went to Spain, now she's in New York, right? Like, she constantly carries, like, her progressive ideology with her. And of course, like, she's extremely welcoming. She's extremely welcoming to Muslims, to foreigners, to immigrants. Like, she loves them. She loves all of them, right? And whenever I try to talk with her about it, she's like, V, you don't know. Like, you haven't lived there. I lived in France. You don't live in France. You don't know what you're talking about. The news is hyper-sensationalist. You don't know Spain, right? I lived in Spain. Spain is beautiful. It's glorious. Like, they have good food. And I asked her, like, okay, so, like, how's the pricing for the housing? Well, it's bad, so I moved. Okay, like, that's her mentality. That's fine. But she has a seething hatred. Like the level of malice that she has is far more than any far right that I have seen being able to display. Like, the far right could actually learn how to hate properly by looking at my cousin, but she only hates the tourists. And this is something that it blows my brain. Like, I generally don't understand it, right? So, like, immigrants are fine, but tourists are not. Like, tourists are the problem. They're the bane of society. If she could ban tourism, she would do it. Like, during COVID, probably the best thing that ever happened to her was that there were no tourists in France. And I honestly, like, to this day, do not understand it. Is it, like, because, like, the tourists happen in her backyard? Like, she happened to live in places where tourists gathered? I do not know. Maybe, like, tourists care less about the place where they live than the actual migrants, because the migrant, like, I assume, I don't fucking know, but, like, I assume, like, some of the migrants, they're probably causing less shit in the yard that they live. Like, they probably cause shit in a different neighborhood, but not in the one. I don't know. I'm trying to hypothesize. Like, there must be an explanation. But she just, like, has this seething hatred towards tourists. And now I see the European Union making the exact same claim, right? Like, these are the people that constantly attack the AfD for having the audacity to say that they want less migration. Like, for the European Union, migration is not a policy issue, it's a moral issue, right? It's a moral imperative. It's like what separates a human being from a chimpanzee. The human being wants mass migration. The chimpanzee just wants to fuck to reproduce. And so, like, the European Union has this mindset, right? But despite all that, when it's about tourism, all of a sudden, wait, coming here is a privilege, not a right. Now, again, I understand the reasoning, right? Like the relationships with Russia have become cold. The European Union does not trust Russia and its word because they said they will stop at Crimea. They said they will stop at Donbass. And they are greedy, right? Like Putin is greedy. He's salivating. He wants war. He wants more, you know? He wants to seize. He wants to take. He wants to occupy. And the European Union wants to do the same, but peacefully, right? Like they want to do it with the NGOs and the subversion. And so like their conflicts are clashing, right? They can't see eye to eye. Putin is like masculine energy, right? Like big fat cock. The European Union is feminine energy, right? Like the Harry Potter lady, the one that was dressed with the pink sweater, right? And so they don't see eye to eye. And because of that, you know, they have various jabs. It's like, should Russians come here? Okay, you know, legit question. But if you ask the same question, like, should Africans come here? All of a sudden, that's far right. Too right wing. Too much right wing. Too much of a good thing becomes far right. And that means that we have to suppress extremism, blah, 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 blah. The interesting thing, though, is a lot of people believe that these individuals, like the politicians, do not know what they are doing, right? Like what they're saying is ridiculous. They don't get it. But the reality is they do. The question is, like, what will happen to her? Nothing, right? I didn't vote for this woman. Hypocrisy does bother me. Like, there is no talk show where she gets invited to speak with someone from the AFD and push her on this, right? There is absolutely no debate where anyone can press her on this. The journalist didn't ask the follow-up question. She doesn't answer to the public directly, right? And when the public asks questions, the public is labeled bigoted, homophobic, Islamophobic, extremist, and then suppressed by the algorithms. And so this is why they get to say these things. It's because, like, if I knew that I could say literally anything I wanted and there was no consequence, right? Like, no one could hold me accountable, no one could ask follow-up questions, then I would say a lot of dumb shit as well, just to see, like, what are the people going to do? What are you going to do? The answer is nothing, right? Like, you're not going to do anything. You're going to do jack shit. Regarding Russian tourism. Tourism is something that can be monitored, right? A lot more easier. And I don't know, like, if Russian tourism is that big anyway. But tourists actually, you know, they need ID. Like, they visit through official channels. They have paperwork. They have documents. We live in the digital era where people have to dox themselves to watch pornography. And so, like, you can actually know where they are, what they are doing. It's a lot easier to monitor. Meanwhile, migration is actually more difficult, right? And so, like, the European Union being more worried about tourism than migration is very interesting. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, we'll see each other in the comment section. Take care.